Another down session in US markets overnight, and despite April being a seasonally very strong month, we've seen the US markets actually only just managing to post positive returns. Looking at the weekly chart, although I am quite positive over the long term, and I don't see a reversal of the primary bull trend, I am currently concerned for two reasons. First, we are in the last phase or the final wave 5 of the bull market, looking at the weekly chart. And secondly, the recent deterioration in momentum conditions. So I've just pulled a daily chart on the S&P 500. And what we've seen in the past, over the past 2 years, every time the RSI drops to an oversold reading, the market managed to subsequently recover. What we are seeing now, not only increase in volatility and clear deterioration in momentum, every time the RSI drops into oversold territory, the index actually struggles and keeps posting lower highs. The lower highs on the daily chart tells me that there is selling pressure prevailing in the market. However, at this point, I remain neutral, medium term, and as long as key support of 2,532 holds, I believe US indices will remain trapped and trade sideways in the next couple of months. At home, we had much better performance. And our index actually managed to post very solid gains for the whole month of April. I'm very pleased to see that the downtrend line on the RSI indicator is broken upwards, and that the concerning 60% resistance on the RSI is also broken, which makes me quite comfortable over the long term, and I'm keeping and remaining positive view, and my long-term price target of 6,200 remains unchanged at that point. However, since we've seen the recent volatility, I am becoming extremely cautious, and my technical strategy, if you've noticed, have changed, and it's much more active. So I'm looking to take profits whenever possible. So given that the RSI is overbought on a short-term basis, and we have pretty much all momentum indicators into overbought territory, I would be looking to trim positions. So to leave some room or free cash to buy the oversold banks, which are quite good, are looking quite good at the moment, I just thought I will come up with few ideas and take a few profits from some wildly held house stocks. So the first one is corporate travel management. We've traded that stock successfully a number of times, and in the last update I've made on the April of 12, we bought the stock at around $21.80. And our price target of $24 is now greatly exceeded. So although I like the stock long term, and I believe we can see the price eventually trading to around $27.50, short term we are approaching key resistance of $26.34. The RSI indicator and the stochastic indicators are getting into overbought territory. So I'm quite comfortable if you have clients which are active to start trimming positions, and if the stock pulls back, we will buy it again. The second stock I'm happy to trim is Oil Search. We bought the stock on the April 5 at $7.20, and our price target of $7.80 is now reached and exceeded. I note that the stock is approaching key resistance of $8.13, which is most probably going to bring some selling pressure. So given that momentum indicators, RSI and MACD are overbought, very happy to trim Oil Search. The next stock is Woodside Petroleum. If you recall, we had an update on the 29th of March. We've discussed that the stock is likely to build a base, and we recommended clients buy around $28.40. We've provided another update since then, and my second price target of $33 is now almost reached. I'm concerned that the RSI is getting into extremely overbought level, also the MACD. Given that we are approaching the key resistance at $33, I'm very happy to start trimming Woodside as well. So the last trim candidate for today is Wesfarmers. What we've got on the daily chart is one big trading range, roughly between $40.50 and $45. The stock experienced a very good run over the past few weeks, and the current price action is approaching a band of resistance between $44 and $46. Actually, I think, given that the RSI is already into overbought levels and the MACD and the stochastic, we will start seeing some selling pressure emerging from now on, so very happy to start trimming from here. And if we see the stock dropping down to $41 again, that would be a good level to accumulate. So that's all from me. Thank you.